fire and ice is this. You see the fire. There are a few features in the poem. Other than that, girls, can anybody say what does fire signify and what does ice signify in this particular poem? Okay, go ahead. 2, 3, 4 things are there. Hat rate. ठीक है ना, फिर हटा देंगे तुम बोलोगे तो. Desire. Here is greed. Okay. Then in ice, numbness, correct. You see actually the poet actually wanting to say, had already given the note, must keep the notes intact. If the two things are there, that can, one thing is for sure, that anything that has been born or came into inception or has originated or evolved is bound to be finished someday. No matter who that person is, what that thing is, how much you are powerful or weak, this is the cycle of nature, that anything that has evolved will come to an end someday. Now, poet is talking about this world. If somebody asks him that if the world is also going to end someday, then what are those factors? Because now the analysis starts of the human brain. We analyze the things based on their merit. We analyze the things sometimes based on our preconception. We analyze the things sometimes based on our requirement. We analyze the things sometimes based on our selfish desire. And we analyze the things sometimes becoming selflessly. So, sometimes what happens that these are the certain things. When it is a normal, general rule of the nature, the law of the nature, that the world will come to an end someday. Fine. But then what would be the possible reason behind this ending? The poet is telling through the poem that if you ask me, I would be telling that someday it is the fire that will result into the end of this world. And if you give me the another chance, the another time to speak the same answer, answer to the same question, then this time I would be saying you that it is the ice that may be the responsible factor for the end of the world. Now by fire he signifies, as speak out any word, greed, for example. Okay, that is another word is called avarice. A-V-A-R-I-C-E. This is another word for greed, lust. These are the, now excessive desire. I am lustful to something. I am greedy about something, and this is what the human civilization is all about. Sometimes if you go by the your study of your social studies or anything for that matter, that even the science, what is the main motto of the people living in the world? Anybody, whether it is you or me or anybody for that matter, what is our main motto? Our main motto is the progress and development. That is everybody's. Now this may mean different thing to different people, fine. But irrespective of our activities and our show of things, one thing is for sure, everything desires for their progress and development. Fine, there is nothing, no harm into that one. But according to the poet, by fire, he signifies that it is the greedy nature of human being. The more we get, the more we want. And there is no end limit to this one. If we are wanting many things, say for example, take the example of any developed nation. They are developed nations simply because, go by economics, simply because their per capita income is very much high and their national income is also very much high. This is very important thing. There is nothing harm in thinking about one's development. But when we become greedy, we only focus on our development, even sometimes at the cost of others. And if everybody keep on doing that, take scientific aspect, forget literature for the time being. Scientifically it is said that if development is important, sustainable development is even more important. Fine. But then what is then hiccup, what is handicap in the sustainability of the development? The greedy nature of human being. We have cut the forest, we are killing wildlife. They are all creating in turn the ecological imbalances. We are the responsible factor for the depletion of the ozone layer, hole in the ozone layer, which in turn may give the free passage to the ultraviolet harmful rays of the sun to come onto the earth. And in all these things are likely to destroy everything literally on the earth. These ecological imbalances will create, you see the Antarctica ice sheets is started melting up and the low-lying areas of the globe will be submerged into water, and that will cause inundation of the flood. Inundation, that is flood. Now this is literature telling कि एक बार वो और the doomsday, ये सब बाइबल में लिखा हुआ है, और the last day of judgment, that is the doomsday. Judgment, खूब बारिश होगी, सब अपने अपने धर्मों में कहता है ना कि there will be use, जिसको हम लोग अपने अपने हिंदू धर्म में भी कहा जाता है, सनातन में प्रलय आएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा, finished. Okay, so this is what that you see. What by that what does we signify? We signify actually is that there would be something, say there would be the unstoppable rain for many days and the entire world will submerge under the water. Okay, we know that one scientifically, geographically, whatever you may call it, actually 3/4 of the globe is already in water. Okay, 1/4 is just areas which is also we are being, it is the human being who have damaged, because if we are damaging something, that is erosion and replenishment of the things coming back. This is going hand in hand. Okay, conservation and damaging, that is erosion of anything, is going hand in hand, and nature create that balance in between. It is the nature responsible for erosion and withering also, and it is the nature that balances, that will be conserving also by the natural processes. But then where does that imbalance come? It is the human activities that creating the imbalance. So these are all, this is that day would come that we will start hitting everybody. I am hitting you and vice versa, so do you. Okay, and if everybody, that is for, you see, for the false reflection of our power, so-called prestige, okay, ego, we are damaging. Developed nations are unnecessarily attacking over the underdeveloped nations or developing nations. They are, you see the terrorist activities, they are killing innocent people. Why? That is all that selfish purpose, the greed, the hatred, your plan and the vision which is wrongly interpreted. And everybody, if we start thinking in this world, we sometimes used to say that in this world we are living where the people became very selfish. Okay, it means that, okay, fine, the progress is a perennial concept. Progress and development must be thought of and must be taken care of. There is nothing wrong into that one. Everybody does whatever the things we do. The main idea behind all those doings and activities of ours is the progress. But then there has to be certain constraint and a limit on each and everything that we do. Okay? Otherwise, things would fall out of the track and finally everything will come to an end. And this is what we became greedy. I am not unhappy with my challenges in my life. I am more unhappy because of your progress. This is what, and I'll try to pull your leg, I will try to damage you, and this is what, in damaging you, don't we think that we are damaging ourselves, because we are integrated. In economics you would have studied about globalization, that is integration. If you think that income is the important aspect of development, everybody today has been thinking about their own development. Means economic development is largely responsible for our overall development, but at the same time we are living in a global world where the economies of the countries are interconnected. So this interconnectivity means what? We are interdependent. Many a times what is environment, what is ecosystem? Entire physical and non-physical things living together in your surroundings, interrelated and interdependent on each other is forming our ecosystem. You see, we are interrelated, we are interdependent, means if I think I am damaging, isn't it my foolishness that I am damaging myself? Because we are interdependent, we are interconnected, but we don't think like that. We keep on only damaging others and not concentrating on the resultant damage that we have done to ourselves. Ultimately and eventually what would happen? The world will come to an end. One side, that is fine. Second side is the coldness. Numbness is coldness. Insensitivity. This is all that ice represent. Okay, that is, it is so when if you keep the ice cube on your brain, if you have been, then you after some point of time on your head, in your palm, after some point of time you feel that it became insensitive. No sensation has been felt for some point of time. And that sort of insensitivity has also crept into the human life in the modern times. We are insensitive towards others. Say we are partying among ourselves, for example, for partying ourselves, to celebrate and rejoice our life is our right. If we are able to do that, we should do that, we must do that, and we must enjoy our life. There is no problem whatsoever. At the same time, you see, one of the biggest challenges before this modern world, especially in a country like India or in developing nation, even in the developed nations also, poverty is the biggest challenge before this humanity. We know that when there are many people, we know that when there are many people who are suffering out of hunger, there are many starvation deaths. We have a sizable population in India in particular, in a country like India I should say, where people are hardly managing the 2 square meals a day. And on the other hand, you go and see there a lot of food is being wasted in the name of partying and celebration. Isn't it that is insensitivity? Okay, we are, for example, we are, even you could have seen that very poor people pulling the rickshaws and many other things there. We bargain them. We have been sitting with many, entire family sitting on rickshaw. A very weak sort of a rickshaw puller has been pulling that rickshaw, and then if they are asking and demanding for 10 rupees, 15 rupees, we have been throwing away here and there. Means I mean wasting or spending the money carelessly on many other things. But then we even feel that you have been demanding very much high, and this thought. You should have seen many, or you would have seen many a times, people are unnecessary entangling on these sort of a trivial issues. They should be rewarded. They have been actually working day in and day out in order to look after their family, to sustain and survive their families. There are many people who are suffering on account of poverty, unable to manage the things, and on the other hand, there are many people who are living the life that much luxuriously is not required to survive. Isn't it? That is insensitivity. Okay, for everybody has the right to earn the money. If you have labored hard, you have earned money, you have your resources, you have every right to prosper. But then at the same time, in the name of humanity, you should use your strength and prosperity to help out others also. But then this helping attitude has literally diminished and disappeared from this modern world, or gradually disappearing. And this would be, once again, this insensitivity would be the reason. Even if you have been feeling hurt, I am seeing you that you have been injured for something, I will prefer to turn away my face as if I haven't seen. Something wrong has been happening in your locality, in your neighborhood, but you don't take interest in, you are able to take interest and get the things redressed. There are many persons who have been assigned for redressing those sort of a problem in a society, whom we call the persons looking after the law and order. But you would have seen, for example, you see many people, say police organizations, say many officers and bureaucrats, they considered as what? They considered corruption as their birthright, in addition to their salaries and whatever emoluments that they are getting. Unless, if you are a common man, a very, very poor people going there and asking for their right to get their things done by them, okay? Now I know that your claim is genuine, but your problem cannot be redressed or addressed unless and until you don't give extra money to me. From where you are bringing the money is your concern. Isn't it that insensitivity? I'm a person who has been assigned for the duty for that one. I've been paid by the government for doing all these things, and the salary that I'm getting is actually the taxes that the common people have been paying. Okay, so I am taking your money through the taxes also, and I am taking your money through the corruption also, and from wherever you have been bringing is your problem. If you want your job to be done, work to be done, then you'll have to give it to me. You'll have seen almost literally, it is a tale and a saga, it's a story of almost everywhere in the country. This is what we became very much insensitive. Our brain became cold. There is no warmth of the human relationship there. And if the same thing would be, spreading far and wide, and it was getting deep rooted day by day, a time would come that the world, because everybody's been thinking about oneself, and even that prosperity of mine has been based on the destruction of yours. I am not even hesitating to destroy you, to damage you. Okay? And this sort of insensitivity, the numbness and coldness in the mind, may someday be responsible factor for the end of the world. So if the world is to be ended, it could be, in the opinion of the poet, is in the two responsible ways. One is through a fire, another is through words. Correct? Okay. If there is